honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Don't put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars where you wanna go. The things that we can do, don't need to prove you know. Honey, I got what you want. Yeah, under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me no lies, I always get mine. Don't play with me. So do you want it? Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you feel me now? Can you handle it? Alright. So do you want it? Don't put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. So don't put your love on hold. Can't feel it, I can't take it anymore. Don't put your love on me. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you feel me now? Can you handle it?
Vooka Breakfast Show, and it is a wonderful Monday morning where we're starting off the week, man. We're looking forward to a positive week ahead. If you just joined us right now, sorry, we apologize for starting the stream late. You know, man, technical difficulties, they always come through, you know, when you're doing things like this, especially streaming live, man, and trying to get the information out there for the people. But yeah, man, the holidays are over. No more Workers' Day. It's back to normal day-to-day basis. We are back. It is a Monday morning, and from now on, you know, man, schedule is as normal as it is as not last week, man. Other days that we were streaming live. But it is the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Your epic, it is epic mornings and your energetic start to the day. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto Dobson. That is where we are streaming live. Communicate and connect with us on all social media platforms. Just follow us. But as of right now, we are streaming live on YouTube. All I need you to do is to press the subscription button, press the notification button, and you will know whenever we are live that your best morning epic show is here. My name is Mugete Meman, and joining me here is TC. Good morning, man, and how are you doing this morning?
Grand and peaceful rising, Mzansi Sivugile. Great mornings here on the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and I am well, thank you very much, Mo. It's another Monday morning, meaning it's a start of a new week, and of course it's the first week of May, and May this month bring you peace, abundance, and everything wonderful, just as we are about to bring you on the show, Mo. How was your weekend? Man?
Hey, man, don't ask me about my weekend, man, because my heart is shattered, man. You know, as you know that I am, what can I call? Hard die fan, a die-hard fan of
Kaizer Chiefs and Ebani.
It was bad, man, because I had headache after the game. Like it's like I had headache, and I was like, I should stop doing this to myself.
I just couldn't wait to get here and see you, so I can tell you.
Like yo, I was in a bad state, man. Like I was in I needed intensive care unit, man. Because I was bad. After the game, I just went to sleep. I didn't want to speak to anyone. Like, why would you speak to me? Like, for what? Just leave me alone, man. But it was bad, man. Experiencing that, because I told myself that I should stop doing that to myself.
Why, Vele? Why with this team, guys?
No,
man.
Guys, my heart is black and gold.
I see you said, man.
My heart is black and gold, and I love that team, man. And when it scored first, man, I was like, yes.
Yeah, you guys, you started the match strong.
Yeah.
And the confidence was here. And then you tried to hold the offense, but then the defense, but then askisi, guys.
It was bad, man. It was bad because one thing, like, the reason why I always feel like that is because before the game and towards the game, I always tell people that so shy about it. Like, why enforce that? Like, why don't you
Chiefs
listen?
Fans are so pompous. You guys, you have so much faith. And then you get there and you have confidence and pride. Kanti,
bruh, like, I was just holding my heart, man, to say, guys, come on, at least magube 2-2 because I predicted a draw, but it ended up with 2-1. But man, hard luck to Kosi fans, man. Coming back, Saturday we're playing a final, man. Nedbank Cup final. It's coming back again, another derby, So for now, I'm just gonna be quiet. I just want to see the derby, because one thing about the derby, this one that there's going to be extra time. If we, play a stalemate draw, 90 minutes, we go to extra time. After extra time, we are going to penalties. So no predictions for cup final. No prediction. Let us enjoy football. But for league, we're supposed to give prediction. Look at me now. I'm crusty, bruh. Angigezanga nokugeza. I didn't bath, man. Like for this week, man, I just feel like a Kaizer Chiefs fan.
Depression.
Man. You know, it's bad. It's bad, man. But yeah, let's get people on the conversation because I see we have some comments right there on YouTube. Tembi Mni, a very good morning, team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag Mavuga Amat. Hashtag 2025. Yeah. And then I have Tembi Mni at the hashtag Rise and Shine. Hashtag Asivuge. Yes, Asivuge. That's Vuge Nima Africa. Refilo Rasikanzo Amavuga Amahle. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag my birthday month. Can't wait to celebrate your day with you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. We're going to make it very special. And then Pel Baloyi, our good morning with a red heart at hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Indeed. Vooka Breakfast Show. It is the show that to watch right now. And then Zinzi Elizabeth at hashtag Sifugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag good morning, beautiful people. It's a new week and looking forward to great things. Happy Monday to Amavuga Amate and team. Yo, we missed you so much.
Aww.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. We also missed you.
Heavily, man. Heavily.
Yeah.
Guys,
we missed you,
I've been missing, talking to you guys,
bro.
seeing you guys, and engaging with you on our show here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, guys. I've missed you so much. But yeah, we are back 7 until 10 a.m. every weekday. It's the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start to the day for your daily dose of positivity and productivity.
Yeah, so stay with us, man. Don't go anywhere. And if you want to connect with us on our number, the number to dial is 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. As I've said, don't go anywhere because it's going to be a very wonderful, epic morning. It's a new week, man. We should be looking forward, to what this month has for us.
Yeah, Mavuga Amahle. Yeah. What is your Monday motivation? What gets you going? Of course, apart from the Vooka Breakfast Show, guys, we love hearing what gets you up and about on the roads and on your hustle. And I mean, even if you're just at home and enjoying this beautiful show that we have here for you, we want to hear from you. So, like Mo said, don't forget to engage with us. It's 060-493-3226. And of course, I am here for you. I am Utisiga Mazibugo Shabalala, your prime cut creative and your positivity dose of the day. Boo, boo, boo,
boo. Creativity, positivity. Hector Are, we miss you, TC, man. You know the rest. The rest is up to you guys. Because I don't know the rest.
Oh.
Hotwa, we miss you, and you know the rest. What's the rest?
What's the rest, Hector?
What are you guys doing? What are you up to? Yeah? What are you guys up to when we say you know the rest? What's that supposed to be? Yeah. TC. Isn't like TC Ma. And then
he knows
on
the rest. I just knew it.
Hey.
I've got that connection, that telepathy.
It's a very good thing, man. It's a very good thing because for me, man, now I'm like, you know the rest. Already my mind is like, we from the weekend.
You see, that's how much I know the Amavuga Amat, the Vooga Nation that tunes in and engages with us every day. Hector being one of our top fans, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hector, man. And also shout out to Zinzi. Shout out to Refile, Pele, Miss Tembi Mni. There's also Abobuhle, Mbali. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in each and every day. And we miss you. We're always going to make sure, guys, if there's problems here, we're going to make sure that we flight, the episodes for you so that you can enjoy and have a beautiful morning. I see I have a voice note that just came in from TK, the one and only TK, man. Let's hear what TK has for us. Yeah, man, I can also see that you have sent those beautiful pictures of sunrise and your traffic update. But let's hear, man, what you have for us.
Mazibugo reporting live. That's the rest. How more?
Yeah, TC Gamazibugo reporting live.
Yeah.
That's the rest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me play that again.
TC Mazibugo reporting live. That's the rest. How more?
Reporting live. And that is the rest. The rest, you should figure out for yourself. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Forget about it, man.
Right? Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Hector, for that beautiful, Monday morning warm up, man.
Definitely
We love to
got
hear.
my blood pumping.
Yeah, man,
I've got the energy, man,
Come
to
on,
just,
man.
boost my day and get
Yeah.
the day going. And I can't wait, guys, to get the show going because we have a jam-packed show for you. 4 guests for all our 4 segments that we have on a Monday. So it's Robin Wheeler is one of them for your Monday motivation. And who are the others, Mo?
Yeah. So, Robin Wheeler is the first one, as you mentioned, and we're going to be having Mr. Gladstone Boysen on a book review. He will be here sharing us, man, about the books and the life of being an author and also a journeyman. What would you like to know about, someone who is an author, who writes books for people like me and you? So you should be, ready for that conversation we're going to have with him. And we're going to have Mrs. Sharon Libusha on a business blog, everything business, man. If you want to be, or you are an aspiring entrepreneur, this conversation is for you. You should stay tuned. Do not go anywhere because he's going to be sharing so much insight about the world of business. Lastly, we're going to be having,
Susan.
Yeah,
Movers and
shaker.
shakers.
Yes, man. You know that in our communities, we have people who are making and playing such huge roles in making sure that, community engagement and community activities are being pushed so that we can be informed on what is happening on our community. So you do not want to miss that conversation also. Do not go anywhere because those people are going to have a conversation with us. All you need to do is to use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and ask questions. They are going to be here. So those questions are for them and they will answer you brightly. Right, so we're going to be taking a shorter break, but man, we always have good things for you. And then after the break is going to be, your news and sports update and what we have for you, of course, when it comes to today in history, who is growing up, celebrity birthdays and things like that. So do not go anywhere. It is your energetic start of the day. Right now, it's 6 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. So as we begin, man, do not go anywhere. Let us take a short break. And you know what? Grab that cup of coffee because I can see.
Yeah, I'm representing, guys. I've already got mine, man. Get yours.
Yeah, man. Get yours, man, because it's cold.
Hey, brr.
It's go brr outside, But yeah,
it's cold.
Yeah, let's do that quickly. Let's go to an ad break and then we come back, man. We continue as usual.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellappeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellappeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
My name is Moketi Maiman.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Sandton. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here, my name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working my man. CC 7 and of course our station manager, the one and only Manelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh. Siphephile, we are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
Of course, we've got TCO Mazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information. So, looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school, right? I'm gonna give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show.
Hey family.
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketsu Mguni
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes. Wow!
Alright, once again, a very good morning. These are your headlines for this morning. On the first one, firearms are stolen from Eastern Cape Traffic Department. Thieves have stolen guns and money from a traffic department in the Eastern Cape, undeterred by tighter security. Police says the break-in occurred between 25 and 29 April when it was discovered. Kruger Municipal Manager Charles Duplessis was shocked when he found out about the break-in. Duplessis says the culprits must have studied a map of the building carefully. They got away with an undisclosed amount of money and 17 guns from the rifle safe. On the next headline, Limpopo police wage war on Zamazamas. Limpopo police are waging a war on increasing illegal mining in the province. Police are making major inroads to dismantle the criminal networks through Operation Vala Umkoti. Officers recently arrested 16 suspects for illegal mining and contravention of Immigration Act. The suspects were nabbed in the Sikukune, Waterberg, Mopani and Capricorn district. On our next headline, SA troops begin phased withdrawal from DRC after peace deal. A peace deal agreement between the DRC government and the M23 rebels has led to a phased military withdrawal of Southern African troops. The decision follows a commitment to end hostilities and disarm armed groups under the oversight of African multilateral organizations. The mission was launched in December 2023 to support efforts to stabilize the region amid conflict with the M23 armed group. That's all for your news headlines. Now let's head over to your sports headlines. Starting off with the cricket news. Proteas are set to take on Zimbabwe in warm-up fixture ahead of the WTC final. Zimbabwe will play a historic test against England in Trent Bridge on 22 May, their first in the UK since 2003, before facing the Proteas in Sussex from 3 to 6 June. The final against Australia is set for 11 June at Lord's. South Africa, last in test action in January, faces injury concerns with Captain Themba Bavuma, elbow, and David Bedingham, fractured toe sidelined. Many Proteas players are competing in the IPL, which concludes on 25th of May. With a packed schedule, both teams aim to make their mark in upcoming fixtures. Heading over to your Paralympic news. Paralympic star Mpumelelo Mhlongo shifts focus away from competition. Paralympic gold medalist Mhlongo is shifting focus from athletics to academics, prioritizing career growth outside of sports. Having competed in 3 Paralympic Games and multiple World Championships, he seeks balance in his professional life while taking a break from intense training. His main ambition for 2025 is full recovery and potential qualification for the World Indoor Championship in Glasgow. He aims to end the year healthy and assess his performance for upcoming European and South African seasons. Mhlongo remains committed to optimizing his future while managing past injuries from rigorous competition. Now, heading over to your football news. Mbappe double helps Real Madrid keeps pressure on leaders Barca with a win over Celta Vigo. Kylian Mbappe scored twice as Real Madrid edged Celta Vigo 3-2, staying within 4 points of La Liga leaders Barcelona ahead of next Sunday's El Clasico. Adagula opened the scoring before Mbappe netted twice, bringing his tally to 24 league goals. Celta responded with strikes from Javier Rodriguez and Williot Swedberg, but Real Madrid held on with defensive injuries and recent setbacks in the Champions League and Copa del Rey. Madrid remains determined to challenge Barcelona for the title. A Barcelona win in the upcoming Clasico could seal the championship if Madrid drop points. On the next headline, Pirates completed the Soweto Derby double. Orlando Pirates secured a 2-1 comeback victory over Kaizer Chiefs in the Soweto Derby, completing a Betway Premiership double over their rivals. After Chiefs' early lead, Pirates equalized through Evidence Mahopa before Relebohile Mofokeng netted the winner in the second half. The win helps the Pirates recover from recent losses and sets the stage for their rematch against Chiefs in the Nedbank Cup final. Meanwhile, Chiefs' 7th consecutive league match without a win threatens their top 8 finish. Pirates also closed the gap to Mamelodi Sundowns, trailing by 9 points with games in hand. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. It's 060-493-3226. Do not go anywhere because the show continues after this. 6 minutes past 8, it is the time, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start to the day. It's still Monday morning and a new month, of course. Happy new month to everyone who is watching, and we wish you, of course, man, good things ahead of you. May this month bring blessings, man, to you and your family and also your friends. So we can't wait to be with you for the rest of the show, and also we enjoy being with you as much. You guys said, you know what, you miss us and we miss you. You know, the same feeling that you have about missing us is the same feeling that we have. TC, are you still good, man, on this morning?
I'm still great. I'm still okay. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I've missed being on this side of the mic. I know I didn't have a voice, and then I was sick, and then. But man, I missed you guys. Like you said, Hector, I missed you guys, and you guys missed me. So ngibuile and hashtag sivugile. So Vuganati here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and of course, don't forget to share any updates regarding the traffic and your news. If you want to have local news that you perhaps think we should bring awareness to, don't forget to send it to us on our WhatsApp line, which is 060-493-3226. And without further ado, let's get you safe on those roads. If you are on the roads, I have your traffic update here with me for you. And okay, with your first traffic update, a stationary vehicle is reported in Pimville on the N1 southbound just after the ramp to the Golden Highway R55-3. So the emergency lane is closed. Please approach that area with caution. A stationary vehicle has also been reported in Centurion on the N1 southbound after the Brakfontein interchange. The ramp from the Dani Ubert freeway N1 south is affected, and the emergency lane is closed there. And on your last traffic update here on the Vooka traffic, it is that heavy congestion is reported on the N1 southbound at the Diepkloof interchange, and the ramp from the N1 southbound Diepkloof interchange is affected. So approach that area with caution. And so that's all from our traffic desk here on the Vooka traffic. And if you happen to be on the road and notice any traffic disruptions, do make sure to share that with us using the hashtag Vooka traffic and hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Or send us your voice notes on 060-493-3226. Yes, Mo.
Yeah.
What else do we have on the show right now?
Yeah, man, I hope that people stay safe and they drive cautiously. You know, man, we always bring you interesting things, man. I mean, even in the weekend, when you wake up on the Monday, there's something that caught your eye and you want to speak about. Or, hey, this is an interesting that happened during the weekend. So you can share with us right there on YouTube. What is it that caught your eye this weekend, especially from Thursday? Because that's when the huge and the big, what we call long weekend happened. So along that 4 days from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what is it that caught your eye and you want to speak about? We know that there are a lot of things that happened and we can't speak about them here. All of them, right? So why not just let us know right there, hey guys, this is something that I saw and this is one of the articles I read about what is happening right now. But before that, what I want to do is to bring you what we call, our day-to-day history, where we go things that happened today significantly that we need to touch on based on the past. There are people who went to school, studied history, and they major in history, right? So we are here to remind you of that history teacher that you hated, but we're going to do it different now. Going to do it in a style, the way that you love it, the way that you always wanted to do it at school. Right. So we have what we call today in history. I'm going to go through some of the moments, that happened in history and that took place today. Whether it's 50 years back, 100 years back, we are going to be revising them and looking back at what happened. And you can also let us know in the comment section on what do you think. Right. On the first one, man, Martha Jones becomes the first black woman to receive a U.S. patent. Right? On May 5th, 1868, Martha Jones of Amelia County, Virginia, is believed to be the first black woman to receive a U.S. patent for inventing a machine that husks and shells corn all in one procedure. The patent number 77,494 granted to Jones 3 years after the Civil War for her improvement to corn husker sheller was for a device that pulled off and cut up the corn husk and stripped the kernels of a cob all the same time, a key technological step in automating agricultural process. That is Martha Jones. That became the first women and the first black women to receive that U.S. patent. Very interesting things. Moving on, Spider-Man becomes the first movie to top $100 million in opening weekend. Spider-Man in 2002 followed Peter Parker as he gains superpowers from a genetically altered spider bite and faces the villainous Green Goblin. The film, praised for its script and effect, broke opening day box office records with $39.4 million and earned $403.7 million domestically, becoming the highest grossing comic book movies of its time. You know, man, we speak about Spider-Man, also known as Rabu B. Right? Moving on the last one, humans remain found in suitcase near Virginia Beach. Right? On May 5th in 2004, William McGuire is dismembered. William McGuire dismembered remains were found in suitcase near Virginia Beach, leading to an investigation into his murder. His wife, Melanie McGuire, was suspected after evidence linked her to the crime, including internet searches, a firearm purchase, and an affair with her boss. Prosecutors argued she sedated, shot, and dismembered William to avoid divorce and custody battles, while the defense claimed gambling debts led to his murder. Melanie was arrested in 2005 and stood trial in 2007. That's women for you, man. If you do something,
but
do something.
Mo,
they will
that was such
you.
a segue, like, bruh. That was such a sidestep, bro. Like, you know, women. Women what?
Dismember. Yes. I mean, where does she even get the strength, man? Yeah, to dismember someone. Yes.
Hey man, when you're mad, you know, but do you know the saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned?
Yo, I don't even want to know about that.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Oh man, imagine, man. In a bag, Nkosi yami. Yo, I would die. I mean, I'm dead.
Yeah, like Mo, you know what? Already you are unalived, my friend.
Oh,
so
man.
what you feel after that is of no consequence.
But
It's of
what
no
will people
importance.
say? What will people say? My friends, I care about what people will say about my death. This man was put in a bag.
Yeah,
He's
man.
weak, man.
Yeah, no, it's not even. It's gruesome.
Wow.
Crazy, wild, you know.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, crazier things have happened in society.
They do, man. They do. We have about Rosemary, but it's something that we're not going to get into. So those are some of the historic moments that we have for you. We know that our history class, man, is different from the history class that we had. We make it interesting with dismembering people here. So in terms of the days that we are, because man, it is the 5th of May. It's a new month. We have to know, how many days are we into the year? We know that May, it is the 5th month, of the year 2025. So today we are on the 125th day of the year. Very, very
Speaking proper English, Angisho.
I think my English is the
Or
English that we
you
all need to
speaking the
understand.
one
I wanted to become a
connecting as a
politician.
move.
I wanted to become a politician. You must understand. I wanted to become a politician. And becoming a politician, you need to know that you must grind those words. Because we're not... How do you pronounce provocative? No.
Comrade.
When are you saying
even it's management.
Management. Yeah, managing. remaining with 33 weeks remaining. We are left. I said some. We move.
Make it.
We move.
Hey, no.
And also, man, you know, man, when we speak to days, we celebrate, as I always say, guys, celebrate your every day like it's your birthday.
Yes.
Right? Nah, man. Let's look into who is growing up today. Celebrity birthdays, man. Who is growing up? And how can you celebrate their birthday? The first one is the one and only Chris Breezy.
Oh, is it Chris Breezy's birthday today?
Chris is growing up, man. Chris Brown is growing up and was born today, 1989, turning 36 years.
Guy with my blue eye.
Yeesh.
Babes on my blue eye.
Aibo.
Babes on my blue eye. What?
You are provoking him. Aibo. Yeah, so if you don't know Chris Brown, who is Chris Brown, let me just read an interesting fact about him, just to get a glimpse, man, of who we're speaking about. And of course, you can see the picture right there. He has sold over 217 million records worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling music artists, man. Born Christopher Morris Brown, his debut self-titled album went double platinum, and his single Run It reached number 1 on the US charts in 2005. He grew up in an abusive household where he listened to Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder. He later moved to New York City, where he recorded nearly 50 songs in 6 months. His 2011 album Fame sold 270,000 copies the week of its release and hit number 1 on the US billboards. That is the one and only Chris Breezy. Happy birthday to him, man. Happy birthday to him. And we know that he made an appearance. Was it last year or this year?
Yeah, no, it was last year. Everybody was man. Was it last? Yeah, it was last year, guys.
Last year.
Yo,
Time flies, man.
It's crazy for me in my head how the years seem to blend into each other, and time actually starts to just become like so. It melts into each other, like the timelines melt into each other in my mind.
Yeah.
But it's Katsambile, man.
It's Katsambile, man. And what I like about what he did on that concert is that he flew better than Bushiri, man. I mean, that's how you fly, man. That's how you show off, man.
Batung.
Flying.
Well, you just had to.
Man,
you had to. He has shown seeing more and more music perform. Let us know. I will watch this year events that are coming up. I know here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we have looked at Ultra. Attending Ultra. We always aim, to bring you some, outside location events and shoots, all that fun stuff, that content that we know you love and that we know that you want to engage with us on. And then, I know that because the show. So, of course, I'm always going to make sure that to the Vooka Breakfast man, I want to know which to seeing this we did 100. I mean 250 on pages. See, it's events.
Oh man, it's good.
If you want to just go have a chill time on a chilled Sunday, I'm all for sacred Sundays. You recharge yourself for that Monday where now, here we are on this beautiful Monday, giving you that energetic start to your day and making sure that the rest of your week is as highly charged and highly energetic and boosted, because we want you, man, to be productive and to be creative and get on that hustle and be on that move.
Yeah, man, it's Chris Breezy's birthday. And speaking of influence of US artists coming in, Travis Scott is coming to SA, coming to perform. So of course it's something that should be looking out for. And then on another birthday, man, the beautiful Adele is growing up today, man. Born today on May 5th in 1988, turning 37 years old, man. Interesting fact about her, in terms of the awards, Adele has won numerous awards, including 15 Grammy Awards, making her one of the most awarded artists in Grammy history. Popular singer who became a mainstream success at 19 when she released the 4-time platinum selling album 19 and won a Grammy Award for the best new artist in 2019, man. That is the one and only Adele.
Was it her that there was a video? Was it her where she was singing in the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was performing in the rain,
Wow.
and I was like, "Wow, Adele." I mean, Adele's voice. I mean, we know
Man,
Adele when she
come
releases
on,
an
man.
album,
Come on,
guys.
man.
It's either you might be going because
Ish.
Mjolo is showing you flames,
Yeah,
or
man.
you're in love and you're just connecting to your significant other through that music. And Adele just makes music for lovers.
Yeah, man. Because one thing I've always told people is there are people who pretend, you know,
Yeah.
to do music for going through things in relationship. But Adele has went through it. Man.
Yo,
Yeah. Like,
no,
man.
when you listen to an adult, I remember, there was that one album of hers. Was it 21? No, but I think it was 22.
Yeah.
Where I felt, even though at the time I was not going through anything, but just listening to to that album, I just felt like, damn, I'm going through a lot.
Like, I can tell you, man, when Hello came out, man. Like, when you're ahead and you're trying to call your girlfriend and you say hello, that's the first thing that comes. It's me. I've been wondering. Yo, Modimo.
Yeah, she makes music for that ex that wants closure.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
she is growing up. We're celebrating Adele's birthday, man, with her wonderful, beautiful music. I think she has announced that, she's still working on some project and she will let us know what is going on.
Was she not wanting to retire at some point, like going out of
man.
music? And
Yeah.
I know artists like to pull that, like, sometimes as a way of, seeing maybe what kind of a testing out the fan base to see how strong it is. When people are like, come on, man, we want just another album. Like, like, okay, we see you. You're doing, amazing things with Fenty, but girl, where's the music?
They always do that because Adele did the same thing. Then she came with Easy on Me.
Yeah,
Guys,
and
go
wow, it was
yo Mudimaka.
yeah, no.
Yes.
What is your favorite, Vooka Nation? What is your favorite Adele song? You know what? Isifuna leo engagement,
Yeah.
because we like hearing from you. Hector, tell me, what's your favorite Adele song? Do you even listen to Adele? I don't know. Let me know. 060-493-3226. We want to hear from you. And don't forget, if you are new to the Vooka Breakfast Show, press that subscribe button and that notification button so you can know every time we go live. Because guys, Vugile, every morning,
Yeah.
it's the energetic start to your day.
Yeah, man. And the last birthday we have right here on the chart is Carlos Alcaraz. Because he is Spanish, I think Z in Spain is pronounced as a tha. Alcaraz. Alcaraz. Yeah. Birthday born today, 2003. Turning 22 years. Interesting fact, he won his debut ATP match against Albert Ramo Vinolas in 2020. Barely 16 years old. Tennis player who was the youngest participant in the males singles division of the 2021 Australian Open. He lost in the second round to Mikhail Yima. Also in 2021, he was the youngest winner in the history of the Madrid Open. He played Wimbledon in 2021 as well as lost in the second round. He defeated Stefano Tsitsipas as the US Open, which was a major upset given that Tsitsipas was ranked as the number 3 world player at the ATP. He's Carlito Alcaraz Instagram account documents his professional achievements in competition, amassing 6 million followers. And happy birthday, man, to everyone who's growing. Not only that, but
Happy birthday! Woohoo!
yeah, hooray! And man, if you're growing up, we would like to celebrate your birthday with you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Let us help you by celebrating your birthday. I have a comment from Zinzi Mri. Let's hear what she has to say.
TC ungathi babes bama blue eye yazini sithande njalo Kimotaro happy birthday to our babe. So yeah, beginning of this month I knew with me 5 birthday kamuntu wami. If only I was in Los Angeles.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday. Good morning team.
Man, these are the real lovers of Chris Breeze.
But I to see babes on my blue eye.
Babes on my blue eye. What kind of a name is that, man? Why would you tarnish Chris Brown's name?
Tarnish?
Like that,
I'm not.
That's tarnishing his name.
It's not. It's the truth.
No, man.
Come
on, man. He was flying in SA. No, man. He was flying in SA, man. He brought us miracles. Things that we've never seen. Bushiri tried, as I've said, Bushiri tried to fly, bro. Like Chris Brown.
He was a real life Superman. He came to save the girls. They were really acting like women.
Bitch. So that's the real Chris Breeze we are celebrating here, man. Steady, moving on the greater. Come on, man. Yeah, man. You know, people like Abu Zinzi, man. True fans, man. We love this guy.
Yeah, man.
You know, he has made, and with so much accolades, I believe that his music career is still going to blow, man. We know
musically, I remember being in high school and Chris Brown, everyone in our high school, when he was starting with Abo, it's too, Abo goodbye. Yes, it's never the right time to say goodbye. You know, Abo, guys, you know what, when you are going through it in high school, when you thought you knew what love was.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I've been a Chris Brown fan, like in high, but then
the scene, man, in your academics.
Yeah.
Like in terms of your performance.
Yes.
Sometimes when you like, who's your favorite artist and what kind of music you listen to, that's where you can determine, or why is this person like this, man, academically. Like, why would you listen to Rebecca?
But so, I care about the spiritual alignment thing for when you write your exams.
I mean, a lot of people that Nikenal gospel, man, they were failing, bro.
Wow.
Like, they used to fail.
I don't know what the connection is between gospel and most classmates failing, but maybe you guys can tell me, Uguti.
I mean, they couldn't find the difference between reviving your soul and reviving the marks. You can't revive your marks with the gospel music, man.
You got jokes. Like as in, I can sense, Gucci, right now, we're going to stop having comedians on the show on Wednesdays, man, for Comedy Wednesdays, because you are fast becoming the one comedian that we have here.
One. It's hard work, TC. It's hard work. And Musi doesn't like it. I say it's hard work. It's hard work. You know, what gets
telling
us
jokes
here, man. But yeah, man, if you're growing up and you'd like us to help you celebrate your birthday right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, do so, man. We're going to send a shout out. Use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. We are live right now on YouTube. Or you can simply dial the number 0604933226. 0604933226. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break because our first guest is here on the studio. And the conversation we're going to have is mainly, about things that are relevant to your life. So do not go anywhere. And obviously, man, continue to drink that morning cup of coffee. It is the 5th of May, Monday. Mondays are for motivation. We are looking forward to a positive week ahead of us. And there is an author. As we said, when we started the show, that if you are an aspiring author, you like reading books and you want to know more about books and about being an author, this is a conversation for you. Do not go anywhere. And this is your weather update.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellappeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellappeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Alright, welcome back. You're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic starter to the day. And time right now is 8:00. Always, look forward to the motivation that will keep us positive, ahead of this week that we've started. And as promised, Mr. Gladstone, who is an author, is joining us right here. So all you need to do is to connect with us through our social media platforms. We are live right now on YouTube. If you need to ask questions, use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and your question will come by, and Mr. Gladstone right here will be here to answer those questions. And of course, we need to get straight into the conversation, and you're asking yourself what conversation we're going to have with right here. So Mr. Gladstone is the author of the book called Pain Drove Me to Drugs, the raw and real life journey of Gladstone Boysen, who rose from the depths of addiction and incarceration to become a beacon of hope in his community. His story is more than survival. It's a testament to transformation, purpose, and the power of choosing life over addiction. As an author, community leader, and founder of impactful initiatives, Gladstone uses his pain to fuel change in Eden Park and beyond. Mr. Gladstone, thank you so much for taking your time to join us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
It's an honor to be here, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. A lot of people, yes, they want to know this and dive deep, into you writing this book. But I think right now it's important to track back to the story that led you to write the book. Can you please take us through that?
Yeah. I started writing about 6 years ago, but around 4 years, then I stopped. Around 4 years ago, while in prison, I woke up one morning and I just wanted to die. I just wanted to kill myself. So I set myself alight in my single cell, and I almost burned to death. But luckily, nothing happened to me. And the plan was never to write a book. So I always wanted to note things down to use against the prison. But initially, when one day I went through my notes with someone, they encouraged me to turn it into a book, and that's how the book came about.
Yeah, it's a very inspiring story because I'll tell you that, whoever someone who is watching and listening right now, it's for them, sometimes they feel like, if problems and challenges come in your life, you should not deal with them and, maybe take your life. We've seen that people, so many stories of people taking their lives and without motivation. Can you please take us through on what's that main decision, what's that thing, that came, to your mind to come up with solutions to challenges that you had?
I first had to become sober. I was addicted to drugs for 22 years. So the only me I knew was the drug addicted me, the high me. Being sober was one of the biggest scares of my life. So I had to make that decision to become sober. And once I became sober, I realized that I could think freely, that I could think rationally, that I could make decisions that would benefit my own life. So for me, the biggest thing was I had to become sober. I had to stop using drugs, and not even the physical drugs, but using it mentally, because it all starts up here. I get high by thinking about it. Long before I go to smoke. So I had to change my mind. I had to start over.
So for a young person right now who is, under the influence of drugs, what advice do you have for them so that they can prevent, and do not do the same mistakes that you went through?
Drug adds nothing to your life. All drugs does is taking away. Drugs is the only place where you don't know yourself. Drugs is the only place that will eventually land you up in prison, in an institution, or death. Those are the only paths for drugs. The problem is we all want to fit in. And sometimes we want to fit into places that doesn't even fit us. So when you get addicted to drugs, you get addicted to validation also. But once you start to value your own life, you will see that, no, man, I didn't even need to go there. I didn't even need it to be like everyone else. Maybe I could have been my own person and still excel in it. So to a young person listening or going through drug addiction right now, my advice would be to get a way to get out, because every day of using is a day deeper into your own grave that you are digging. That's all. Drugs won't add anything to your life. It only takes away.
Yeah, very, very interesting and insightful, and thank you for that. But now let us dive deeper into the book, because now I just want to get into speaking with hitting rock bottom. Can you share some of the moments in your book that reflect the lowest points of your life?
One of the lowest points of my life was writing myself off. In writing myself off, I automatically let go of responsibility, the responsibilities of being a father, a partner, the responsibility of being a sibling and a child. So once I didn't have those responsibilities, I hit rock bottom. Rock bottom is a place where even when you look up, you see no hope for yourself. I was in that place. I was in a place where I was dead walking. I was in a place where rock bottom meant that nothing or no one mattered. The only thing that matters is me getting my next fix. And it kills you. It literally takes a lifetime to get yourself back. Rock bottom is a place that I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemy. Because that is the only place of darkness, the only place that you don't want to see.
Yeah. I mean, for someone who is watching right now, I know a lot of us, we have heard that relapsing is the path to recovery. Is that true?
No, it's not true. It's not true. When I got sober, it had to be one day at a time. Relapsing is going back to where you are coming from. So how will I heal if I go back to hurt myself to come back and heal? Get healed, go back to hurt myself. You see, the problem is understanding what addiction is. If you don't understand what addiction is, then you will always lapse and relapse. Do you understand? But once you know what addiction is and does to you, you will understand that, no, I can't relapse, I can't go back. A relapse, people that relapses are people that thinks that they know. I'm going on 8 years clean, but I understand that I don't know. That is why I'm always careful. That is why I know where not to be, where not to go, who not to mix with. Do you understand? So relapsing is me initially mixing with people that are detrimental to my own life.
Very interesting. Because now you mentioned that you are 8 years clean, I want us to speak about recovery, because for most of the people it is difficult. So in terms of recovering, what was the turning point for you that made recovery become possible to you?
Like I said, I wanted myself back. The only me I knew was the drug addicted me. So after the fire in the cell, I was locked up in solitary confinement for 30 days. And the turning point came there. I was sober in there. There was no cigarettes, there was no drugs, there was nothing. The only thing that was there was me with me. Do you understand? So I became sober. When I came out, I met, in fact, the first people I met was a group by the name of Men of War. They were already pushing this recovery thing. They were also recovering drug addicts and trying to help people. So I was one of the lucky ones who got a chance to mix with people that were sober, that were striving to be sober every day. So recovery is one of the most difficult things to do. You see, with addiction, if I get angry, I get sad, if I feel some type of way, all I can do is go and smoke. With recovery, I can't go and smoke to make me feel better. The only thing I need to do is to stay sober to make me feel better.
Interesting. And now you are coming out and you're going to face the realities outside, becoming sober. Let's speak support, because we know that people who are recovering, they need support from their families. Is it something that you got from your family, or it's something that you established yourself?
You need family support. But how can someone that I took everything from support me? You see, people needed to trust me first, because I think I relapsed 4 times already on my journey of drug addiction. So every time when I got sober, there was hope, but a few weeks later, it was a relapse. So they didn't trust me. But they needed to take their chance. But me also, I had to prove to them daily. So, like I'm saying, the recovery process is a one-day thing. So I had to show them every day. It was their decision to start to trust me. But I had to prove to them daily that this is what I want. This is who I wanted. I even had to decide and tell my family that these are the kind of people that you don't allow to in the yard or to come and see me, and these are the kinds of people that can come and see me. And also I had to open up to them and tell them that I don't like this way, this is what I like. You understand? So initially, with the support structure, the whole family dynamics changes, because I cannot change if I go back to a place where everything is still the same. Do you understand? Do you see what makes it difficult? Is because now that I am sober, I come back to a place where everything else is still the same. I'm the only person that changed. Do you understand? So I needed them to also change, or at least adjust some certain things to the ways that I was starting to love.
Interesting, because we know that positive impact really plays huge part in our lives. So now you are working with the community of Eden Park.
Yes.
Sorry. I just want us to speak about how your past has shaped the role that you are playing in the community of Eden Park.
I was one of the people in Eden Park that helped to break down my community, really break it down. So, and then back then I was intoxicated. So when I got sober and I stood from a purpose of being sober and I looked at the community, I saw that you caused damage. So that was always my drive to try and give back where I took away. The reason why I'm giving back to the community is because I am trying to build it back up to where it was because before I started to help break it down.
And now let's get into the support group that you have created called the Affected Family Support Group. What inspired you to create it?
Because when you live with a drug addict especially, everything about the family changes, even in society. So when I decided to become sober, the hurt and the pain, the scars was still left on my family. So I went to deal with myself. The addict always gets a chance to deal with themselves. Most people goes to rehab. In the rehab, they deal with him, he comes back sober. But there is still the hurt, that big scar that he left on the family. People can't still leave their phones on the table. Everyone wants you to go and sleep before they sleep. You understand? So Affected Families is a support group for people that are dealing or were dealing with someone that had a substance abuse problem. But we outsourced. We are also talking about mental health in youth, mental health in men. And we are also speaking about the pressures that society has on the pastor's child. Most pastors' children are using drugs, most of them. And the pastor doesn't have a platform to speak about drugs because people will point him back to, but how are you praying? Your child is using drugs. So we are trying to show society that the pastor is a man first before he's the pastor. We want to believe that pastors have superpowers and things like that. So Affected Families is the kind of support group where we bring people, hurt people, together so that they can heal each other, like we are doing in our drug addiction support groups. The idea was always that let's bring these people together. Maybe they can also speak about their hurt and their pain, and it can maybe change lives. And yes, it is. There is a drastic change. There is a difference. People are starting to heal, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah, it is very beautiful because I have to tell you, I mean, with the works that you guys are doing, I've seen so many people, giving up, especially on the youth that, do drugs on the streets. So what I want to ask you now is the challenges, worst challenges that you've ever faced with somebody who is doing drugs, especially maybe a young person or it might be an elder person. What was the situation and what was the challenge?
See, me as a recovering drug addict, I can relate. I always go as low as I can because I can relate. I always go into the dirty places, into the lolly lounges, or even to the mindset that I understand. And once a drug addict notices that you understand, you see, when I became clean and sober, I physically became clean also. So me wearing my white t-shirt, I cannot go and hug someone who is smoking out there. But once I forget about the color of the t-shirt, I can see through the color of his heart. And one of the things that we hate as drug addicts is being loved. Do you understand? So once you show compassion to a person, you are breaking down walls. Do you understand? So for me, it is easier to go and speak to a person because I go from a point of understanding. But it is very, very, very difficult to deal with a drug addict. Someone lessoned me in this, that drugs is an acronym for Devil's Revenge upon God's children or God's servants. So we have to speak about what the devil is doing through drugs. You can speak to someone now, you can help them see reason, they can even decide to go to a rehab. But I always say, when I leave this conversation right now, you will get 10 valid reasons why you shouldn't believe me by the time I get to the door. Do you understand? So there is something else, there's another force that is behind this. That is why it is so difficult for people to stay sober or to become sober. You must also understand, becoming sober is entering an arena that you don't know, coming to a place that you don't know. I know when I'm smoking this morning, I must go to Sneeman, to Tata, and then my day is starting. If I don't smoke, I don't know what I'm going to do today. So most people rather do what they know how to do. You understand?
Just to cope with
the pressures of society when you are sober. Bruh, that's why I said the responsible, being a drug addict takes away responsibility. So I don't need to be, there's no need for me to be responsible. You understand? But once I become sober, I need to become responsible. You see? So that is another lesson of drug addiction. Responsibility. But it doesn't take one man to do this. This is it takes teamwork. It needs a lot of people to talk to one person and make them understand, help them understand that your life is not over.
Thank you so much for that, because I just love how you mentioned that, approaching, someone who is under influence with compassion? Because I think it breaks down the misconception that a lot of people have that certain drugs, when somebody is doing certain drugs, like they won't come back. It's over. When you're doing nyaope, it's over.
They come back.
Yes.
They do come back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. There is 2 people that I speak about in this book. The lady that helped me, her name is Shonat said. Lillian Shonat said she edited the book for me.
Yeah.
So when we spoke and I told her about these people here in our community, it was something that she couldn't believe. You understand? So there's this one young lady that always used to pick up food from the ash heap on the corner where people go in and dump things. So she was deep into it. She was spiking nyaupe, she was using everything, eating from the dustbins and everything. And today she's clean. Do you understand? So getting clean is a mindset. But the mindset needs to be, I want to be clean, not someone needs me to be clean. So that is how we remind people, what do you want? Do you understand? Because if you want someone clean, they will get clean for your reasons. And once they realize that they have nothing in your reasons, they will go back.
Interesting. So as you have written this book, do you see yourself writing another one?
Yes. Yes, of course. I'm in the process of putting a few things together for a next book, because there is a lot of the original content that didn't go into this book. The purpose for this book was never to scare no one, but I wanted to bring reality from my perspective. A lot of people that read the book, especially in my community, are people that are saying, wow, really? You understand? So I need to pen another book. This is the first edition. We are working on the second edition. People will also need to understand how I came to be where I am right now.
I can't wait for the second edition. And also can't wait, man, to go through this one, because it is very interesting and speaks to a lot of people. Your story is very inspirational and motivational on this beautiful Monday right here. So in conclusion, if there's a young person right there who's watching and they're feeling stuck or tempted to doing drugs, what message do you have for them?
Don't do it. Do not do it. My introduction to drugs was one of the most beautiful things of my life. If I had to be reintroduced to drugs, I would say yes again, because of how beautiful the introduction was. But the problem is, when they introduce you to something, they don't give you the full purpose of content. You understand? You will only understand once you inside it. Wow, I didn't want to come here. So rather stay as you are. It's only a facade. That's all. Don't do it.
Thank you so much. So if someone is watching right now, they want to reach out to you, or they have a child who is suffering from a drug addiction, where can they find you?
My telephone number is 082-543-1302. That's 082-543-1302. I also use that number on WhatsApp. Then I'm on TikTok. On TikTok, I'm at Gladstone Boysen. Gladstone Boysen, GLADSTONBOOYSEN. I'm also on Facebook as Gladstone Pawela Boysen. I'm on Instagram at Gladstone Boysen.
So if they want to grab a copy of your book,
contact me, or they can contact you. You
Yeah.
will contact me.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for taking your time to be with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And I mean, it's the second edition. We're looking forward to you coming back again. Right.
I will be honored to come back.
Yeah. That was at Less Than Poison right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. You know, telling us and becoming and motivational right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So right now, what we're gonna do is to take a short break. Do not go anywhere.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking...
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mest.
My name is Ketu Mguni
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Welcome back, Vooka Nation. You are still live with the Vooka Breakfast Show, and of course, I am Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala, and we are about to get into your Monday motivation, starting the week off by tapping into your authentic self, by loving what you do, and of course, you know what? answering that inner calling on your life. And today we have Robin Wheeler for our Monday motivation segment. Stay tuned as he is about to talk to us about answering that inner calling and being yourself for a living. Welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show, Robin. We are happy to have you. How are you?
So lovely to be here. Nice to meet you, TC, and I'm doing great today.
So for anybody who does not know who Robin Wheeler is, can you just introduce yourself to our Vooka Nation?
I've been being myself for a living for nearly 30 years now, so I'm known for that. I've got a background in psychology and corporate human resources, which was the psychology was getting to know myself, and the corporate human resources was the world of work. And 29 years ago, I started out on my own to bring those into alignment. And that's what I help people and businesses do, succeed on a new level through being yourself for a living.
Exactly. So I will read his bio here. So Robin Wheeler, for 30 years, Robin Wheeler has been helping people and businesses around the world succeed on a new level using his concept of being yourself for a living. He consults to companies, speaks at conferences, writes for the media, and is an author of over 30 books on thriving in a more conscious, creative, and enterprising way. All of this leads to a new humanity and an awakened planet at the most exciting time in history. Being yourself for a living is where inner calling meets outer fulfillment. And of course, Robin is at the forefront of this global shift. So what does being yourself for a living mean in practical terms for someone waking up to a job that they actually don't love?
Well, I think the first thing you said there, TC, is there's a global shift going on. There's a massive shift. And 29 years ago, I went through this awakening where I realized that I needed to live on a deeper level of meaning, and I needed to be of service to the world. So I've been at the forefront of that, as you say, because that was pre-millennium, and since then huge changes have happened in the world. So firstly it's about understanding those changes within yourself and around you. But the process is about people becoming more conscious, more creative, and more enterprising. It's a new level of consciousness wherever you work. So even if people are going through difficult times, very often that's an awakening happening. It's a calling knocking on that door and saying, follow your truth, because the good life is ahead if you do that. But it's a difficult path. It's not all easy.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, being somebody who works in branding consulting, I know that for businesses, the call right now when it comes to branding and brand awareness is, of course, show your authentic self to your target market, in order to, encourage brand loyalty and so of course you do consult with businesses as well, right? And of course, like you said, there is a global shift that has started happening. We are seeing that even with myself. I do that within my daily practice. With Prime Cut Creatives, we have a Sacred Sundays experience where it is about being more mindful and more conscious in the way you choose to live your life, and of course encouraging that holistic approach to creativity and life in general. So how can somebody begin to hear or recognize their inner calling, as you've coined it so nicely, when life feels noisy or overwhelming?
Well, the one thing is to get some solitude, get some quiet time, to trust your inner voice, to hear your urges, your callings, your dreams, your passions. Another thing is to look at what you're good at, what your gifts are, what your talents are, what you really want out of life, what other people get from you. So go on a sort of inner soul-searching journey, and then look outwards at what the trends are in the world. And when you feel that alignment come, it's also the authentic thing.
Yes.
You've got to be conscious to be authentic. So there's a consciousness happening here. So instead of just acting in routines and doing things that you were conditioned into, it's about being mindful and conscious in your choices. And that journey of authenticity comes through as a result. It's an ongoing thing, you know. It's not like you shift into suddenly being authentic. And
yes, I've always loved to think of this as a journey. It's more about the journey than the destination,
absolutely, yeah.
right?
And about the consciousness of where you're at. So for some people that might be in a job, and for other people it might be their ideal job that they've already achieved. For some people it might be going out on your own in your own business. For others it might be a combination of those things on the journey. But the key is to inhabit your true self and start to bring that, and obviously you're doing that with discretion.
Right.
Authenticity doesn't just mean letting loose. It's something that you use your best intelligence. So it's becoming more intelligent actually, but not intellectually, on all levels.
On all levels,
head, heart, soul, body.
Making sure that all that aligns and you operate from that point, right?
And then that is the new consciousness coming through, and that's where, like you say, businesses now are talking that language. When I started out, it was pre-millennium, and everyone was like, "We know you're right, but here are all the reasons why it won't work, or it's not ready." Or whereas we're now in that place where everyone's speaking that language, but it needs you, each of us individually. It's an individual thing. You've got to be authentic in yourself first, conscious in yourself first, and then you become a leader in what you do. And that brings challenges and opportunities. But as you do that, you become an influencer, a true influencer.
Yes, because we are living in that time right now where a lot is based on influence, and we're seeing that with brands and in marketing, where influential marketing is being used with businesses. And of course now we're in the age of content creation and everything being AI and digital. So that age is calling for everybody's trying to carve their own path, to be different, to say, okay, who is my tribe, where are my people, and calling those people towards themselves in order to to develop those communities that are cohesive, that work, that are for progression, that are for sustainability, right, going forth. So now we will be looking at taking the leap, right? Okay. What advice would you give someone who feels stuck between their current job and the life that they want?
Trust where you're at. That stuckness itself might be the very path that you're looking for. Sometimes we interpret things, obstacles, as barriers, but they actually, the obstacle is the way. So firstly, trust where you are, get in touch with where you are, and then make an irreversible decision to go for it. You need to commit on a spiritual level to your calling, even if you don't know what that is specifically, the exact manifestation of it. It's there. And then take that irreversible step, and then trust the process that you're on, because you have even in every day, you have ups and downs. You have moments where you feel clarity, then you have moments where you feel clouded with anger or frustration. Yes. Trust all of those experiences and know that you're on a deeper path, and take all of those learnings as growth, because it just keeps coming through.
Okay, so I know that we've been speaking authentic. So when it comes to conscious success now, how does being authentic actually lead to career or business success, right? So do you have a powerful example? Because you've got all these books and 30 years worth of experience. So can you tell us a little bit more on how this can actually lead to career and business success?
It could lead to failure. You could say the wrong thing at the wrong time. And that would again be sort of going in the right direction, but having to process that change in the short term, where maybe something happened where your authenticity didn't work for you, but you knew it was right for you. So speaking up might have been a shift circumstantially, but it's been the right calling for you. And then so I'm known for authenticity, right? Yes. You introduced me like that. I'm known for being yourself. But I can tell you, 30 years in, because I started 29 years ago, but I had the awakening 30 years ago. I stayed in the corporate world for a year because I worked my way out systematically. I needed to make sure that I was ready. So the advice would be, some people might be thrown out, a retrenchment, or an illness or something that pushes you out. Other people might have a more measured approach, which is, okay, I know where I'm going. I'm going to stay in this job for another 6 months or another year, and then the opportunity comes. So just that is, you've got to respond to where you're at and who you are, and trust your process. And it's about not just taking risk, but managing risk. That's where you've got to be in a state of consciousness, presence, and ability to respond intelligently to wherever you're at. And then that your deeper calling, or your higher calling, it's both deep within and from above, are taking you where you need to go.
I love that example, because when I think about it, I was in the corporate world straight after matriculating, and then I'm thrown there, and the path is kind of chosen for me, because as I grow, I'm given opportunities according to where I'm being seen to fit into within the company structure. But then fast forward 2019, I'm thrown completely out of a loop, where now I'm out of a job. The one thing that I've known how to do for like 7 years, ever since I've matriculated, I'm suddenly thrown out of. And I'm here like thinking, how do I navigate this? How do I go on? And I had to tune in and say, okay, TC, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Who are you? Where do you want to be? What do you truly want out of life? So now, I know that there are a lot of people like myself, in this day and age, we are facing things right now where, there are unemployment, there's socioeconomic issues. The world is going crazy. It's wild out here. But then the one battle that a lot of people struggle with is internal. Regardless of whatever's happening in the world. So what are the biggest internal blocks people face when we are stepping into that authentic life? Like I noticed, there were major challenges that I had to go through. And how can they overcome them? Essentially.
Yeah, there's so many things you've said in there, TC. I mean, you're sharing your own testimony to it and how you were on the right path. But now let's start, say, with you leaving school. School teaches us certain things, but it doesn't teach us everything we need to know.
True.
So sometimes you'll follow that momentum. Then life will change, like in your case, it changed things for you. So then you had to do the soul-searching part. But you mentioned a thing there of being seen. That's also a big part of authenticity, is bringing yourself, because you talk about the barriers, conditioning into following the rules, sitting in rows, wearing uniforms, answering the questions with what you've already been told. What about your own intelligence? That's the entrepreneurial way. That's the innovative way. And that's a massive change to make in life, where you start to use your own voice rather than just reacting based on what you were taught. So those sorts of barriers often require great hardship, or perceived hardship at the time. When you look back, you realize that hardship was the greatest blessing, and there is a deeper and a higher calling in that. But just that soul searching is an ongoing thing. And if you're present, you're actually holding space. You're here now. You're being your true self wherever you're at that moment, because you're constantly growing. But you're able to, all your best intelligence is able to work in that moment. So just being present, and that's why for me, being yourself, the being part is the present part. Yourself is who you're called to be. For a living is of service to the world. And it really sums up everything, because as hard as things can be economically or socially or with transformation, if you are being yourself for a living, you know that you are on the right path. That's your reference.
It's like point. Your inner compass.
Yes, exactly. Your inner compass and your present moment compass in that circumstance that you're in. And that will bring the ideal life that you have seeded in you to fruition. You just keep managing the risk.
Right? It's that managing the risk that sometimes is it throws you for a loop and is quite overwhelming. But of course, we have tools and ways of overcoming that.
We have each other as well. I think that's the thing, it's
community. And I found that is one way, and one of the biggest way that we know who we are. right? Because we always like to it's always about looking about with the people around us and the things around us, and then that way we kind of see where we fit into all of that, right? And then we can say to ourselves, okay, this is who I am, or this is what I'm aligned to, or this is what makes me happy, or this is, you know.
But it's about balancing opposites, because if you're conscious and you're present, you can have the opposite. So, for example, the African culture is very communal.
Right.
Great strength.
Ubuntu, you know.
Everyone sits around and discusses. Everyone gets heard and seen, and then the elder will bring out the resulting wisdom.
Yes.
But then the negative side of that is it's maybe too communal, and the individual doesn't get much of a voice. So you might be then struggling to find your individual voice. But if you can hold space for those two opposites to exist, and you know that life is a creative tension, you don't need to resolve that tension to alleviate suffering.
Yeah, right.
You hold space for that suffering, and it takes you somewhere new, because this is the important thing. We're going somewhere new. This is transformation that's happening. We're all in the business of transformation, and there's a lot of discomfort involved, but that's how magic happens.
Magic, I love that. And I've noticed how creativity can make magic happen. So now we will talk about the role of creativity. And you speak about thriving creatively. How important is creativity in aligning with one's true self?
It's absolutely central. It's one and the same thing.
I can attest to that, because one of the ways that I am here is due to that, having to be a creative thinker. How do you go from being a corporate girl, very corporate in accounting, to being on the Vooka Breakfast Show? So
I was going to say to you, you're answering your own questions with your life, and you ask them to me, and then you've got your answers as good as mine.
Yes,
because you're testifying to it. It's authentic.
Yes, and I'm basically a testimony to what you are here for.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. We're all finding our way to it. And when you were talking just now, I was going to say to you, well, look at you now, you're on TV, So that's the end of one road turned into the opening up of a whole new one. And your whole path is ahead of you. So this is just the beginning.
Right? And and essentially it's how you perceive that.
Yes.
Because perception, I've realized, is everything. So how others can perceive a challenge as, oh my goodness, this is a failure. Others can see it as, this is an opportunity to perhaps retreat, regroup, or change, redirect. Right? So I know that, right now, a lot of us are talking employment in South Africa, employment. So awakening in the workplace. How are companies, in your opinion, responding to the shift towards authenticity and consciousness in business now? Because you say you've dealt with businesses, so you know.
Well, I'd say firstly, some aren't. Some are going the other direction.
Okay.
Some are being more financially focused, more profit-driven than ever.
Of course, because the economy right now, it calls for that also. Because since COVID, things, you have to provide for that unpredictability, because it's become very unpredictable. Nobody knows that today you might wake up, tomorrow the markets have fallen, or something is going on. So you kind of have to.
So some people, or some aspects of ourselves,
yes,
because it's not just some people out there, it's not all out there, it's all in here. Aspects of ourselves tend to cling to the old more when the pressure's on. So some companies and some people have gone more conservative in their approach. But sooner or later, everyone will do what you're describing there, which is to say, okay, well, creativity, what is that? We may have a situation that needs a creative response. How can we align and allow an answer to come through us individually and collectively? The other way creativity comes is you wake up in the morning and you don't know what has happened to you, but something is bothering you. And it's something coming out that needs to be voiced. So I always say to people, write. Just write.
Writing,
freely.
journaling, right? That helps, yes.
Even my books are a form of journaling. They're short, easy to read insights, moments of insight where my higher intelligence has said to me, look at this.
Man.
And so they speak to that intelligence in everyone. So as soon as you open the book, you get this feeling, it can be done. This is the way to go, this is how it feels. And if you forget that and you get tangled up, just open one of the books and it'll remind you. And it gets you into your own intelligence with your own answers, your own direction. Whereas the past, the old way was that you had to fit in, you had to follow the rules.
Yes.
Now you have to stand out and create the way forward.
I love that you spoke about your books. Because I want Vooka Nation, he's written, as we've said, over 30 books. If you've missed that from the beginning of this interview, you've written over 30 books, like I've just said. Which one would you recommend to someone as a starting point to your work?
I'd say the Insight series.
Okay.
There are 9 of them out. So this is book 2,
further
book 3,
insights,
book
okay.
5. There are 9 out. The rest are all coming out. So those
Okay.
are the best, because book 1, called Insights, is the best place to start. It's like a manifesto.
Yeah.
It's the basics. And then you go on this journey with the author. If you really want to, you can read all 30 in time.
Wow.
If you happen to stumble upon one, start there,
So you would recommend starting with the ones that are about insights, because I
Yeah.
see here there's further insights, deeper insights, sexier insights.
Yeah.
So can you tell me how are they different to each other? Like the further insights, deeper insights, sexier insights. I mean, I can kind of gauge from the names, but I'd like you to tell everybody.
So, there was Insights was book 1.
Okay,
and then
Insights,
further
yes.
Insights was further to that, because I didn't know yet when I wrote book 1 that
Yes.
it would be a series. And this is what I was saying just now, what we were saying,
Yes.
is when you know that you're speaking from your truth, you don't know what the path ahead holds.
Yes, right, because you're present, you're in the moment.
But that contains the intelligence. So I wrote that book, and it turned into this founding manifesto of being yourself for a living. Then we went further into the journey. Then we went deeper into the journey. So each book is written, it's got its own trajectory, its own arc. So when you travel with the author, it's very loose and free, so it's not like prescriptive. It really just meets where you're at and stimulates where you're at.
Okay.
It says that silent stuff you're going through, don't worry, I've been there.
Yes.
And then it says, have you thought of this? And you go, wow, I was just thinking of that yesterday and I didn't know how to talk about it. And here's this friend who's been through it as well. So each book is part of the series, and each one has loosely, like the sexier idea is, it's a bit mischievous, it's a bit of schoolboy mischief.
Yes.
But it's saying when your brand is, as you said, it's magnetic, it attracts people.
Yes.
There's a sexiness when you're authentic.
Yeah.
It turns people on to life. You want to be included in that.
Inspirational, right?
So that's a great example of it working there, where bring out your inner sexiness as a brand. I'm not just talking about an individual.
Yeah, right.
Because the individual is also a personal brand, but the bigger brand needs everyone aligned with that strategy to have that sexiness, that inner sexiness.
That attractiveness, right?
That charm. You could be selling cars.
Ah.
What makes you sell that car better?
Right?
It's all of these elements combined.
I mean, if you think of the biggest brands, they sell, basically, but most of them sell emotion, right? As well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of, is it Monster? They sell adventure. Red Bull, adventure. They all for your extreme sports. And if you think Coca-Cola, they literally tell you they sell happiness. All of that. So I see that. And I mean, can you tell us about the retail vision? I see it's transformational business lessons from a magical mall.
Well, these are my insights books written by me. And the other thing I do is I take companies through a change process. So I facilitate this shift that we've been talking about, and I get companies to write a book together. So this is a very powerful process. I call it fully booked. And it gets everyone into this space. Everyone does a chapter which is their own autobiography, their teachings, their insights, but it converges into, and this was done about the retail industry at the mall in Bedford View where I lived. So I'm busy with about 20 of these projects at the moment with various brands, and bringing this being yourself for a living experience into the business, into the brand, into the industry. And then they write a book which becomes a management tool and also a branding tool. So it becomes, this is the authentic marketing that then feeds into all their other traditional marketing. So this is my exciting thing that's dawning at the moment. You're going to see more of these around the world very soon.
That would be lovely, because I think you have something right here, Mr. Robin.
Thank you, TC.
And it sounds quite inspiring, motivating, scintillating, and
I like that.
insightful.
And just with your Motivation Monday
Yes.
thing, and you got me as a motivational speaker.
Right.
I think motivation arises automatically from sincerity, from
Yeah.
alignment, from inspiration.
Yes.
So I'm happy to be a motivational speaker, but that's not how I brand myself.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it.
To you,
And I
right?
think that's one of the things that's hard in life, if you're a creative person particularly, is that you've got so much in you to bring out, and then the world seems to hold you back,
Yeah, and I love that what you say, because creative energy essentially in itself cannot be boxed. It cannot be defined because it's infinite.
Yes.
Right?
So you've got to get in touch with the infinite in yourself.
Tap into that, yes.
And then the real trick is to just imagine how it will feel when you are being yourself for a living. Or imagine how it will feel when you're fulfilling your potential. You might be 50 years away from fulfilling it. It's a 50-year journey. But how does that feel? Stay in touch with that feeling, because that will keep coming through. It will speak to that in others. It may not be instantaneous, although it may, but you may find in a meeting, you speak up a little bit, you're innovative, you've got a business case to back that. There might be a bit of resistance, a bit of polarization. Stick to your truth, because people will come to you afterwards and say, you helped me out of my box, you helped me onto my path, your courage stood me in good stead, you were the leader in that room. Even though the official leader might have been the decision maker, you were the change agent. Just stick with your truth, use your best intelligence. You cannot fail.
Yo, that actually sounds like a message for a Monday motivational message, because I was right. Automatically, look at how that happens. Like you're saying, when you're present and really everything is just coming from your authentic self, it just flows. Because the next question was going to be, because we are on the Monday and we're starting a new week, and we just want to give the Vooka Nation, that positive note so that they can go on with the rest of the week on a productive high. I just wanted to, for our final thought, for your final thoughts to the Vooka Nation, what your Monday motivation message is to them.
Well, being in Africa, the old way, Africa was behind.
Yes.
In the new way, Africa's ahead.
Yes.
And who we are and where we're at and what we're going through and how we respond to that is globally needed. It is the way forward globally.
Yes.
All the areas that might have been industrial leaders in the old era are looking for this soul, and Africa's got soul. So bring your soul to bear, have your own vision, not based on what your president or your boss or your parents, no external person. Have your own leadership, your own vision in there, and follow that truth, and bring your self-actualization to service the world as a whole. And that's where South Africa, for me, is the most exciting place, full of opportunity. So find your meaning where you're at and take us all with you wherever you're going. I'll see you there.
Man, that has been a lovely message. Those were final thoughts from Robin Wheeler for our Monday motivation segment. And I hope, Vooka Nation, that you have been inspired, motivated, and propelled forward into a positive week. Because you know what? Those words for me, and I mean, this conversation was insightful and eye-opening. And I hope Vooka Breakfast Show can also have their own book in the retail vision. I don't know, maybe we can come together and make something happen.
Brilliant.
And because you know what, when you operate and you live and you are yourself for a living, magic happens. But you know what, I hope you have also enjoyed this conversation as much as I have, Vooka Nation. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned, because we have so much more for you. But before we go, Robin, can you just tell our viewers and listeners where they can get in touch or find your work when they want to, indulge in what the wisdom, the infinite well of wisdom and motivation that you have to offer?
Well, there's lots out there and there's lots more coming. So you won't have to look far. Just look me up on social media. You'll find me and connect with me there. That's the easiest thing. And it's right from sort of daily posts through to books, through to projects. And
so on which platforms are you? Are you on Instagram and as what? So on Facebook, Instagram, X, and I think there's TikTok. Yes. So I mean, which platforms are you on and as what? So that's just confirm for them so that they know.
So Robin Wheeler, just look up Robin Wheeler, I'll come up on Facebook, and then Robin Being, from Being Yourself for a Living, is my handle on Instagram and on X, and Robin Wheeler as well on LinkedIn. I haven't got into TikTok yet.
Okay. I mean, I thought maybe you're into that on-demand content where you just scrolling and people can just get a motivational like video just pop up.
Great suggestion.
From you.
I'll work on it.
Yes, Vooka Nation, that has been Robin Wheeler on Monday Motivation. And of course, you're still tuned into the Vooka Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere.
All right, 14 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock on the dot, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. And those were very insightful conversations, man, that we just had with our two guests. Starting off with Gleston Boysens, who is an author, with the book called Pain Drove Me to Drugs.
Yes, man. I thought having had, people like Pastor Dave Barber on the show, I thought that was a great conversation. And of course, a great way to start the week, showing how one can go through things like addiction, but still come out with a positive experience, not a positive experience, but a positive outlook on life. And then obviously, to immediately after that have somebody like Robin Wheeler come in, who talks about being yourself for a living. I mean, Joe, somebody who has gone through the path of pain and gone and walked the mile to healing, coming on and writing a book and giving you real life insights and information and, a story, that you can relate to, validating those struggles and emotions that you might be going through if you are also faced with overcoming those overwhelming obstacles. And that is what Motivation Mondays are about here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. We are about giving you that inspiration, that motivation, and giving you that content that will be relevant and give you that boost for the week and the day for you to keep going on and getting that bag, man. Or just being yourself and living, man. Because we all just need, something to keep us going.
Yeah, of course, man. Speaking of, being on that mode of Monday motivation, man, the conversation does not only stop there. As we promised that we are going to be joined by some of the guests. We've just had two in the studio, but now we're going to be joined by one, online, which is Miss Sharon Libusha. So if you want to know more about her, Miss Sharon is a founder of Flourish Mobile, which offers a variety of beauty treatments in a customer's comfort space, offering the treatments such as massage, waxing, facials, hand and feet treatment. Of course, she's going to be with us and telling us more about her business and also becoming and being a business woman in this space, man. I, for one, have never had a massage, man. I don't know whether to say a professional massage. If you go, and pay for it is professional, or maybe your friend is just dancing. Right there.
Oh, that friend of yours, are they a masseuse? Are they the massage therapist?
Yeah, I don't know whether to call that a professional massage or if, I've had a massage, but I've never been to a place where they offer massage, or maybe, calling someone in and say, hey, Miss Sharon, can you please offer me, your services by coming to my house? I need a massage.
Hey,
and then I've never had that, man. I've never had that. And also there's so many misconceptions.
Self-care, man. That's what I love. Sundays are for self-care. You should book one maybe on a relaxed Sunday where you are having nothing to do and you just want to unwind. You should book one because, especially the mobile ones who have mobile services. They can come to your house, give you that, relaxation treatment right there in your house. But then, because we love hearing your guys' opinions, I am going to read some of the YouTube comments that we've had from you guys throughout the show. And of course, our faves, our top fans, Hector Takalani coming through with a comment saying, now everyone wants to fly. You right, Mo? Earlier on in the show, we were talking about Chris Brown and how he flew better than Bushiri. And then Maria Rias coming there underneath saying a good morning, #Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning, Maria.
Yeah, man.
Sigu kumbulile, naughty man. And then because we spoke about Adele and we asked you, what is your favorite Adele song? And she said her favorite Adele song is One and Only. She says, my song is One and Only. And then Uzinzi Elizabeth coming back to say, TC, I never knew you could sing, hey. You have a beautiful voice. Man. I dabble. I dabble in vocals. And then Hector Tagalani confirming what Zinzi saying is with his comment saying Zinzi TC must do a closing with one song. Hey, Hector always wanting performances. I'll see.
I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him because Komange talent. Will tell you.
And then Zinzi coming back there saying, lol, yes, Hector, she has to do one for us, especially for you. Come on, the love is just immense here on this show. Hector Takalan saying, hashtag, I see people who come and when they come back, they are fully recovered, but 1 or 2 months down the line are back at it again or even worse. And this was when we had the conversation with Gladstone Boysen, who was talking about his book. Sorry, what is the name of the book again?
Pain
drove me to drugs. A powerful story right there. Anyways, Hector Takalani coming back again saying, I think it goes with self-control. And when one reaches a point saying, I want to stop now, because you can take them to rehab, but then, it's just a waste of time right over there. Quite true. And then obviously we just finished the conversation with Robin Wheeler where Banele Mngqi commented saying, hopefully the book gets converted to a movie. I wonder which one he was talking about. He was talking about Gladstone's book, Pain Drove Me to Drugs. Wow. I think that would be an interesting movie. Any any production companies out there who want to perhaps, get those rights from Mr. Gladstone there, perhaps may consider that. And then, of course, the last comment that we have here is from TK 1990. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. Thank you guys, man. We love hearing from you. Thank you. See Vugile Vooka Nation. And of course, on the line, we still have our next mover and shaker.
Yeah, man. She's an entrepreneur, man. Miss Sharon Libusha. So right now, we just want to confirm if Miss Sharon, can you hear us from your side?
Hello?
If you are saying anything, we're not picking up anything, but our technicals are working on it. We'll just confirm with you, when we get your audio from our end so that we can start with our interview. So
she's muted.
Yes, can you please unmute yourself, Miss Sharon? So right there on your Teams, you will see that icon of a mic. If it has a line that strikes, you should just go there, click on it, and unmute so that we can get your audio and start with our conversation right here.
Yeah, we want to know all about your business, man. It's the business blog right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where you can get tips and insights on different businesses in different industries from different industry experts. Because, of course, we are the Vooka Breakfast Show. We give you the relevant and important information and insightful conversations right here to give you that energetic start to the day and the positive note for the week.
Yeah, man.
Had
a very long weekend. So as a very die-hard fan of Kaizer Chiefs, I need a massage, man. So I just hope.
I think all Kaizer Chiefs fans this morning should contact Miss Sharon Libusha and be like, hey, man, I need because that tension from that game this weekend was tough.
It's
you guys,
throwing
I felt
hands.
sorry for you guys. It was throwing.
Yeah, man. what are you doing, man? Yeah, you know, tilting head like, why?
But this week,
we have a lot
man.
of tension in us, man, and we just want that very beautiful relaxation, man.
But for that Nedbank Cup, what are you
Always,
hoping for? What are you hoping for that?
Hey, man, for a Nedbank Cup, I won't lie. I was telling people that if they can bring back my back four, because my back four was not there. Miguel, Frosla, and Rushwin Dotley.
Okay.
They were not there. So if you can get those guys back, Mr. Nabi, I'm telling you, man, we're going to be flying high Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to be lifting that trophy. After how long? It's been a long time since Kaizer Chiefs, man, lifted a silverware trophy. And it's a trophy drought. It's bad, man. And also, Harry Kane, man, you know, an England striker has just won his first professional trophy for playing for Bayern Munich. You know, so it's possible, man. It's possible. You know, in your life, man, you can go on, you know, no success for 50 years. In the 51st year, V2, everything comes
together.
You know, it's possible, man. You know, it's delayed success, man. So you should be patient in everything that you do, man. I mean, Kane is a very huge professional player, man. Has never tasted a single silverware in his life.
Really?
Now he is 32 years old, playing for Bayern Munich, and they've won what you call Bundesliga.
Yeah.
His first. So very interesting things, man. Very, very interesting things.
So Nje, just for what would, just for the Vooka Nation, what would your word for today be? Like Nje, your word of the day.
Your
Nje,
word of
for
the day.
Mo's word of the day. Just your word of the day.
If your team loses,
Really?
Yeah, quit. I for one, man. I mean, I needed motivation from Gladstein. You know, I'm addicted to a team that's losing. I need motivation. Now there was Mr. Kimang.
Robin Wheeler.
Robin,
Yes.
you know, come on, man. Motivate me. Tell me something that I need to do. Like he was. Sometimes
Live
there's
authentically,
sometimes
my
there's
friends.
sometimes
Live
there's
from that
you
present
know
moment.
sometimes there's motivational speakers. You don't have to lie to us. Like Mo, leave it, man.
Yeah, but he was
I
quite
know.
honest. Like, you know what? Not everyone is out here like, okay, you know, motivation.
I'm having a
Well,
tough
but
time.
we've had even Abu Osvaldo say sometimes motivation can be a personal thing.
Man.
Can be a very personal thing because it takes you. It has to be something that comes from within. The same way, like Gladstone says, you know, you can't say you're stopping drugs because of someone else. You have to do it because of yourself.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of motivation, Miss Sharon, can you hear me?
Well, I can see you're speaking, but unmute, please. You are muted. Unmute, ma'am.
Yes. Unmute your mbobo. In Zulu, it's Mike.
She's laughing.
Right.
You good?
Good. No, we cannot hear her here. I think that's the thing.
I'm
yeah,
hearing
there we go.
some semblance of sound coming through. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That beautiful voice.
So we're going to ask you to turn your phone into landscape, right? If that option on your phone is not turned on, which is auto rotate, do you know that auto rotate when you drop down?
Yeah.
Yes, and then you turn on and then put your phone landscape, and then after you just center yourself. Middle. What's that middle finger? Yeah. Technology.
It dribbles all of us from time to time, but you know what? We are here. Yeah.
So is that option, you know, where you enable your data? You're going to see that option that say auto rotate. It must be on. Then you just rotate your phone into landscape. Then it's going to give us that big screen.
Yes. So
yeah.
Then you turn the screen. I think it will just do it itself.
Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful, beautiful lady right there. Look at your smiley face. Now we can see you and hear you. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
The beautiful masseuse.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. We are happy to have you here, and thank you so much for taking your time, to join us here on this beautiful Monday morning. Once again, morning to you, and how are you doing this morning? Yeah. 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 Yeah, we can tell, man. You're a busy woman, and entrepreneurship.
Helping people relax there, starting their Mondays relax. I'm glad people are actually booking you to come and relax them, get them, so that they can start their week relaxed and ready to take it on with clear and calm minds. Thank you so much, Ms. Sharon Lebusha. So can you
before we do that, Ms. Lebusha, just to get our audience into the stream, we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we get deep into the conversation. So right there, stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Do not go anywhere, man.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swell Appeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes. Wow!
Hey family.
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibuko Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketsu Mgunu.
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you, and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now, I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
All right, 5 minutes past 10. It is the time, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to the day. And as promised, Ms. Sharon is joining us right here. Sharon is a founder of Flourish Mobile, which offers a variety of beauty treatments in a customer's comfort space, offering the treatments such as massage, waxing, facials, hand and feet treatment. So, Ms. Sharon, getting into the conversation, for someone who is watching right now and they don't have any idea who you are, can you please take us through a brief introduction of who you are and what you do?
Okay, Sharon, 31, grew up in Soweto. Started my business 2019. So it was actually influenced by actually communicating with my clients, and most of the clients, they actually like getting treatment in their comfort space. So you know when you go and get a massage somewhere, and then now you still need to drive back home for you to actually get that enjoyment, and then driving back is already stressful. So I take away that stress from you by actually coming and actually setting up the treatment in your comfort.
Yeah, I think we lost your sound, right?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, I think you cut off where we're speaking about clients going back home with that stress. Can you please take it from there and continue where you left from?
Okay, so what I was saying is, with clients, when they want to actually enjoy the treatment, but the stress of actually having to travel to the spa, sometimes it's actually already tiring. So I take away that from clients. So what I sell, it's convenient for client.
Yeah.
Even let's say you have a grandmother who is not mobile, I actually take away that stress. So I go to people's houses and actually offer the treatment in their comfort space. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very interesting, man.
Yes.
And thank you for that. And as you started, man, you're a chick from Soweto. So now, from being, from Soweto, where is the inspiration coming from for you to start the business?
I can say it started by me actually working in different entities, and I wanted to actually close the gap between people actually going to certain places for that treatment, rather give it to them in their comfort space. And I think also I can say COVID became a blessing in disguise, in a sense of it actually opened that channel of getting things in your comfort space. You don't have to just Uber eat your food. You can also Uber treatments. There are people who are working from home and find that they have busy schedule whereby they can't actually stop at work and go and do their treatment. I can just go into their home, still continue with their meetings while I continue with their treatment.
Yeah, interesting.
I love that because, of course, like you said, COVID called for people to want to be in their own spaces, and obviously that now, created a gap that you now meet, where you have a target market. So, but then I just want to hear from you why you think there's a growing demand for things like beauty services in one's own space.
I can say the growth that comes with it is it's based on convenience.
True.
A lot of people, they want convenience. They want things easier, being given easier instead of actually having to work hard. You work hard for your money, but stress also come in between, and you want somewhere where you can actually unwind. One of my biggest things, or my biggest specialty, is waxing. So waxing is actually intimate. So having to take off your clothes in a public space is something which a lot of people don't really feel.
Yeah.
So when you go there, it's more intimate because it's a one-on-one treatment. It's a one-on-one setup. Even with bacteria or anything like that, it's more control because you're actually seeing one-on-one. You're having a one-on-one session with the client instead of actually having to just change. You're in a certain space and then you're waiting for someone to come in. Some people they are germaphobe, so it actually helps them to feel safer in that way, in that space.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. I love that you spoke about the services that you offer, being one of them being waxing, right? I want you to please walk us through the treatments that you offer. What are the most popular services that your clients book?
It's waxing. That's the popular one. It's more popular. And then massage.
Yeah.
One of my clients, they actually like saying, once you actually get touched by Sharon, it's very difficult for you to actually go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it actually, the only challenge that I come with it in regards to that is sometimes because you already touched, feel my hands, it's hard for you to actually trust somebody else that I bring to line. But the nice thing is most of the people that I bring with is the people that I actually train, because I used to train before. So people that I trained, I actually call them to actually come and assist me, and it also helped with their portfolio so that they actually also grow as well.
Yeah.
Wow, not only offering a beauty service, but also providing job creation. That's amazing work you're doing there. I love that. Mover and shaker you are, ma'am. So now I know that you're saying that the most popular services that your clients book is waxing and massaging. So let's talk client base. Who is mostly your clientele? Is it mostly females or men? Because I mean, and how is it dealing with both separately?
So interestingly, most of the clients that you find they book is actually women.
Yeah.
But what I like is mostly
men.
Wives.
Oh, wives. Okay.
So married couples are the ones which actually tend to book me. So it will start with the wife actually booking for the husband, or the wife booking for the whole family. So you find instead of actually just starting with one client, I will start with the wife, and then it grows from there. Yeah.
Yeah, so Miss Sharon, I think for someone like me, who's from Ikasi, from watching Karate Kid, and waxing for me is like wax on, wax off. Are you taking off the jacket? Can you please take me through what is waxing basically?
So waxing is removing of hair from the root. So it's a hair removal from the root itself. So instead of actually using a blade or a razor or the creams, you opt for waxing because it's more exfoliating as well. So it removes the hair, removes the dead skin.
Yeah.
So and the hair growth, it takes time. So instead of actually shaving every 3 days, you actually have to wax once, probably after 4 to 6 weeks. That's when you actually call me.
Yeah.
So the growth takes time. So which is why most clients, they actually like that treatment, whereby they still have to do the waxing, and it actually cleans up everything. And you actually feel more smoother.
Yeah,
So it gives you that smooth effect.
I've seen, there was this one video on social media. I've seen like a man removing his beard with wax. And I'm like, ew, isn't that too painful? Like that's a huge area. So
With beard, it's not something that I can actually recommend that people have to do.
Yeah.
Because beard, the hair on beard, more especially when it comes to men, it's more thick. So the pain, it will be actually painful versus having to actually, let's say, wax your underarm.
Yeah.
Because you want the hair growth to be a bit slower, but I wouldn't really recommend it. honestly.
Yeah. So now, in terms of speaking of removing hair, I mean, for guys, they would like to know if you guys do remove, in the private parts.
In my price list, I do work on women. I also work on men as well. My track record in terms of waxing, I think I've waxed a lot.
I mean, you did say you're a busy woman.
Wax off.
13 years old up until the oldest woman that I've ever waxed was 85 years old.
Wow. And the youngest was 13.
Yes, the youngest was 13.
Okay.
Nice.
With more especially when you look at the Indian community, unfortunately with them, they have more hair growth and they have more hair. So sometimes mothers, they will want to start them at the younger age so that at least when they regrowth, it's not as much, it becomes patchy or it doesn't actually grow. Because over time, the hair will stop growing because you're actually removing the hair from the root itself. You're not just removing it from the surface. So along the way, that blood supply will actually decline and then there won't be regrowth in certain areas.
Oh, okay. One thing I know though, let's talk, navigating a business that's on the move, right? How do you manage logistics, safety? Because that's something that is quite important when you're managing, a mobile service business, and professionalism, especially when operating in various customer locations. Yeah. So how do you manage that?
Okay, so in regards to a mobile service, I use Booksy as well. So Booksy is more like your Uber Eats.
Yes.
Per se. So people will go there and then they will look for your business. And then they will see reviews and all that, and then they will actually communicate with your book through that.
Yeah.
So that to me becomes a bit safe. But if I feel that the destination that I'm going to or based on the communication with the client, and I feel that I am not feeling safe about this, that's when I will share my location and make sure that whoever that I'm going to, a person will actually be, let's say family member, will be able to actually see where am I going, where is my destination. And then if I go there and then I see that it's safe, then I will actually give a thumbs up that where I'm going, it's actually safe.
Yeah.
So you say you use Booksy?
Yes. So one of the booking systems that I use is Booksy. That's where I will get some of the clients through that channel as well. So it's not only through Facebook or word of mouth, also getting other external clients who probably don't know about me. They can actually use that platform.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting. So one right now would ask themselves that, okay, you've got yourself in this business, but they don't know where to start. So what's the advice? How do someone start? Do you go to people and say, hey, do you want a massage? You remove people's hair in public? Where does one start?
I believe with each and every person who starts something, there's a certain motivation that drives you to it, and there's a certain passion that you have about that specific business that you want to start. So if you're passionate about it, you will actually succeed. But if you're not passionate, you're just going there with the drive of money. I know that money is actually the biggest motivator, but when you're running a business, it's not every day that's going to be
profitable. Yeah.
Profitable. Winter is coming. Some people, they're actually feeling cold and they're like, I don't feel like
I don't want you touching me.
So with that, it actually you need to have that space whereby what is it that you really, really want. So with me, my biggest motivation is I love people. I love working with people. I love interacting with people. So that was my biggest motivation. And within the clients that I have worked on, some they became family instead of actually just being client. So it's not a matter of actually just going there and then you get your back. It's having a conversation, getting to know a person. Sometimes I can say beauty is therapeutic. And sometimes you want to vent about whatever thing that is happening in your life. And sometimes I would actually share my side of, okay, I'm having struggles here and there, but because it becomes an open space for both of us, or me and the client, to actually break that ice. So in regards to someone who wants to start it, just be passionate about it and know what is it that you want at the end of the day.
Yeah.
One thing that I used to tell my student is, you can start the business, but you need to also go and work somewhere else so that you can actually build momentum for yourself. You're not gonna just wake up and say, I wanna start a business, where else you don't even know how it starts, how to build it. You need to have a plan in mind for you to actually build this business. You need to have a plan in mind on how to maneuver through each and every challenges, because you actually are passionate about this, and this is your baby, and you want it to succeed and grow to a certain level in your life.
Yeah, so I just love that whole piece that you just said right now, because it just now goes to a two-parter question that I have for you. One, because you said beauty is therapeutic, and I will agree. I mean, having, I know women, we literally, that's self-care, we take our time out, we go to the salon, and hey, we vent to you guys, our hairstylists and our beauticians and our massage therapists. Yeah.
Especially with the hair business, when you go there, it's not only being touched on your hair.
Yes.
Sometimes having a group of ladies having to talk about certain things that you're going through.
You're right.
It's nice to vent sometimes, because it actually push you to
get past
whatever challenges that you're actually going through at the time.
Right? So, yeah, I am somebody who is huge on self-care. So how does self-care and beauty treatment impact people beyond, just surface level beauty, superficialness? How does it impact people? Yourself, as somebody who offers this service, which forms part of self-care, essentially. How does self-care and beauty treatment impact people beyond the surface?
Okay, so with me, I can say, if you feel good and look good, you know that whatever it is, whatever challenge that may come across, you are able to actually pull through. It's the same as a person who is addicted to gym, That's self-care on its own, because you are actually taking care of yourself. You having to come to Sheza and say, Sheza, I need a wax. That's already self-care, because you want to look good and feel good. And when you feel good, you actually attract positivity.
Right.
So if you are frustrated, taking a walk and having to breathe in fresh air, that also on its own, it actually helps you to feel good. Once you are done already, when it comes to gym, for example, already when you're about to start, you're already feeling like, I'm lazy, I don't want to do this. But once you actually go in and do the session, that's when you actually feel that, hey, I actually feel good. It was actually a good decision for me to actually do this. As painful as wax we can claim it to be, after doing that wax, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you actually feel your skin, you feel like, ooh, I am.
Yes. Yes, girl.
Doing your nails, for example, and you say you want to do your nails. Once your nails are done, you're like,
yes, girl, yes.
this report.
Yeah. No, definitely. I agree with you because I felt that impact as a woman and as somebody who loves looking good as much as feeling good. So that second part of the question that I had for you is because you said, having a passion for what you do is literally the driver to the success that you might have in your business. And I want to know from you, how do you have plans, by the way, to expand perhaps Flourish My Mobile, and what's your vision for the next 2 to 3 years?
Ideally, because I started the business with an intention of making it a mobile business, but through overlooking the business and actually assessing it, I realized that actually I need to also open a shop.
Okay.
If I open a shop, it helps those people who probably don't have the bigger space to actually still do the treatment. And sometimes you want an escape from home, so rather have so one of the biggest goals that I have in mind, which I'm in a process of, is actually opening a shop. And then
Nice.
a person can actually still come to our offices instead of actually Sharon always having to drive to you. I will still continue with the mobile because at the end of the day, I'm still selling convenient. So I'm selling, so now I want to sell convenient, not based on me just going to
Yes.
you, but also clients still coming in or popping by, for certain treatments. And I think I believe in the brand, and I know the brand will actually be successful. We just need to channel it in different aspects, and looking at that vision, I think it will actually work successfully.
True. You did speak about you having people, that you work with and not. So, I mean, I love it for you. Girl, women boss, girl boss doing her thing, man. Empowerment and beauty. Those are that's one powerful combination. So, just as a final thought, I would like to know from you, what's one thing you want people to understand about mobile beauty and the value it actually brings? Just, as a final thought, you like your bye-bye to say, guys, me, Sharon, as somebody who owns this kind of business, this is what I want you to know. And this is the value I bring with Flourish Mobile.
So one thing that clients need to understand is the mobile services. It's for you to have that space where you can still unwind, you can still get that treatment in your comfort space at an affordable price. Know that you can still host your friends and still get the treatment in your comfort space without you having to actually go
anywhere
so far away, and that's where you actually build trust, because it's a one-on-one treatment, so it's more intimate. You will enjoy the treatment even more than having to think about the driving process, the traffic in the way. Sharon will get that covered for you. Don't worry about that.
Let her take care of you. Let Mama Sharon take good care of you.
You don't need to carry anything on your side. Just be ready and mellow and be, I want you to feel good, to release the stress if you have stress. We living in this world whereby not everything is going the way you actually planned it to be, but sometimes you need to take a break and have a breather. That's where Sharon will come in and help you to still be alive.
I love that. Sharon taking care of my needs in my home. Making sure I'm relaxed, I'm beautiful, get right, get bright. Man. Thank you so much, Sharon. Do you have anything for Sharon? Mo, right over there?
Yeah, of course, man. I think one would want to know how much is removing my hair.
Okay.
So let's.
So we're looking at affordability. So Mo wants to know any price range of your services.
So I can say with waxing.
Yeah, because you said that's the most popular one.
85 range. You know, so it starts from 85
Okay.
range. But let's say you want a combo, because most people, the most common one or the most popular treatment that they usually like booking for is the combo, which is removing your underarm and removing your cookie, which is 400 rand.
Okay. I love
It
that.
also includes that, you see, the
Steam.
bum line.
Oh, okay. Oh, the
Removing your cookie.
Oh yeah, no. Obviously, she's packaging it nicely. Ow, mwekezi. Ow, like really, mwekezi. She's packaging it nicely, and that's what Sharon does, man. She makes sure you are packaged nicely. Oh, I can see, like Mo has inchisegelo.
Why are you removing it?
Hey, Mwekezi. Ah, man, Sharon, thank you so much.
Some people, they want a baby's bum, you know?
Oh, yeah, smooth, yeah, that smooth bottom. Pa.
Yeah, aibo.
Yeah, have you ever heard the saying smooth as a baby's bottom?
It's the first time.
Yeah. Oh, you've never heard? No. Well, now you've heard about it. Okay. Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah. Thanks to this platform.
Look at me, elevating you, Mo.
And Lenny. Yeah. And waxing me off.
Wax on, wax off. Thank you so much, man, Sharon. We have had a fun but yet informative interview with you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And I love what you're doing with Flourish Mobile. And I want you to keep going, man. Guys, you, Vooka Nation, right there, tuned in. It has been our business blog with Flourish Mobile. Sharon Lebusha is the founder. And of course, it's beauty at your doorstep, building a mobile wellness brand with Sharon Lebusha. And we looked at the visionary behind Flourish Mobile and how she is, which is a business that's redefining convenience and self-care, bringing you that spa quality beauty treatment straight to your home. Thank you, Sharon, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It was actually quite fun.
Thanks, man. Vooka Nation, that's a wrap up with this inspiring edition of the business blog with Sharon Lebusha, the founder of Flourish Mobile. She's proof that with the right vision, you can meet people where they are, literally, and turn convenience into a thriving business. Now, we want to hear from you, Vooka Nation. Would you book a beauty treatment in the comfort of your own home? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful business stories like Sharon's.
Yeah. So, Sharon, have a good day ahead of you, man.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, man. Of course, man. It's things that we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And yes, man, a lot of us need those, massage, man. Those waxing off, man.
Relaxation.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of hair that I need to get rid of. It's growing.
It's baggage.
It's baggage. I'm asking myself why, what was it? 85-year-old woman, massage, makoko.
Self-care does not have an age. Self-care does not, and everybody deserves to look and feel good. And however that looks or feels to them.
Yeah.
Whether it's, giving that sensual massage, getting that wax, getting your nails done, hair did, body snatched.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, man, I encourage you to always look after yourself, always feel great, always be great, and get that positivity wherever you want and need it from.
Yeah, man. All ages, are encouraged to go, for waxing. It's not always good when you George Bush, things like that. Can do something else.
Hey,
Facial,
Mweketi.
there's facials, man. There's things, man. You know, they even massage fingers now. You know, it's nice things. Right?
But then
So
really,
it-
there's pressure points on your body that if you massage them, they deal with certain things. Like if you have a headache, I've heard maybe if you know, right here. And I mean, it's amazing. And I remember getting a massage. I did some work with this other company, and they actually give their employees. You have the option at the end of the day to go for a massage. They have like a masseuse, a massage therapist right there on the premises. That at the end of a hectic work day, if you feel like, hey man, today those meetings they stressed me, or you know what, it's been a hectic Monday. I had back-to-back meetings, and you know everybody screaming at me and wanting this and wanting that. You can just after that hectic day go and get a massage. So you know what, there are really some companies and businesses, like Robin said, who are moving towards, you know, living and thriving authentically in their business practices, you know, like looking after their employees, recognizing that they are the driving force. You know, we just recently had Workers' Day, you know, on last week Thursday, and of course that meant the rest of the week was a long weekend, and of course Workers' Day was looking at, you know, what the workers, they are the driving force of our nation and our economy, and we need to look after them. So I mean, you know, if you have a company there, you might consider getting Sharon Lebusha for your employees, you know, to relax them when they've had those hectic Mondays, you know, just as an employee benefits. Me, I'm always striving companies to always look at taking care of their employees. COVID showed us how important it is to look after each other, and it's not all about making money, but community and the people being together and getting through tough times together, you know, so that we can make and thrive make that bag together and come back together and succeed essentially cohesively. But you know, Mo, what are your final thoughts on this beautiful Monday?
Man, my final thoughts is sometimes you are called for what you do. So it's Lebusha.
Yes.
Lebush. She'll remove that bush for you. She's called.
Hey, Mweketi.
She's called.
You know what? You are going deeper and deeper into that comedic calling. When I can see, you know, when the living calling on your life is coming.
Man, it's hard work. It's hard work. But yeah, man, that's us. That's it from us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Thank you so much, man, for joining until the end. And we hope that you join us again tomorrow right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. From me, Mweketi Maimane, I would like to say, guys, have a wonderful day ahead of you. It's still Monday. Keep that positive mindset to you. Love yourself, nurture yourself, and your family and your loved ones, of course. See you tomorrow.
Final thought of Utisi Gamazibugo Shabalala. I say to you, may this month bring you abundance. Is with us. Guess what? It all starts with you. And on that note, I am your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. And it's me, TC Gamazibugo Shabalala, saying bye until tomorrow.